Hi everyone, my name is Coach Steve, and for those who don't know me, I specialize in doing YouTube reviews of 70.3 and Ironman races around the world. And as part of my analysis, I've taken a little bit of a fun side angle, and I'm looking at top five races for beginners, top was it toughest races, etc. And also started to look a little bit about how things have evolved in Ironman price wise. So I've already got a video on how Ironman prices have evolved over the last 10 years. And this is a direct result of one of the videos I did on some of the races are being discontinued. Ironman Arizona, Ironman Leeds, possibly. That doesn't look like it's coming back. And someone I went and said, wait, where are all these races going and are they coming back? Very interesting analysis. Check out that video on below. But then someone asked a really cool question and goes, actually, I wonder how much the prices have evolved over the last 10 years. And I went, oh, it'd be really hard to do. And then I went, no, it won't. I have. I've been spending money with Ironman for over a decade. I have all the credit card details. So I did that price. I did the video for Ironman prices. And then everyone went, oh, okay, what about 70.3 prices? I went, okay. And we have the birth of a new video. Although had hand up straight off the bat, I don't have as much data for 70.3 over the last 10 years. I have it for a decade. I have first race data point is 2017 and the second one is in 2026. Um, and I only have it for Europe because I haven't raced a 70.3 in either Asia Pac or in America. But still a useful exercise. And I'd be really interested to see what our North American friends and our and Tibetan friends are have experience are. Do you see the same or is it different? All part of learning. So let's dive in. So as I said, it'll be only 70.3 prices. If you're looking for Ironman prices, full distance, check out the video in comments below. It's only Europe. If you're looking for price trains in anywhere else, check out the video for the full distance I do in North American races as well. And I'll do a little bit of observation as I go along, my final summary thoughts at the end. So, and by the way, just I have both euro price and then US dollars just to kind of give it a flavor. But I'll only call out the euro, but you can read the US dollars if you're North American yourself. So, start of this journey, as I said, I have 70.3 Dublin, which I raced in 2017, and I paid the pricey sum of 297 for that 2017. Next up, I went to Spain and one of my favorite races, 70.3 Mallorca, and I paid 313 euro. Now, by the way, this includes all the processing fees. I don't know whether this is 5% active Europe, credit card fees. If it came, it was what actually bounced off my credit card. So that represents a 5% increase from the price I paid in 2017. Next up, I went to 70.3 St. Pölten, which is a cool race in Austria, which is unfortunately discontinued. Hopefully bring it back, Iron Man. And then I was paying 292, which represented a bit of a decrease. Again, you'll see that certain regions are if they're struggling to fill the numbers, and St. Pölten obviously was because they were offering a little bit of a discount. 70.3 New Yorker will fill out every single year and it's already sold out at the moment. So that's possibly an explanation on the decrease. Next up, we bounce to 70.3 Luxembourg, an absolutely super race where you race in three different countries, France, Germany, and Luxembourg itself. That cost me 350 euros off my credit card, which represented a 20% increase what I'd paid the year before. Back to Mallorca and 2022, and I paid 406. Again, if you remember, it was 313. Only the two was it 3 years, 4 years previous. Not a huge increase, but still heading up. And it also represents a 16% increase on what I paid on 70.3 Luxembourg. Again, I had no 70.3 races in 2023 because I was concentrating on full distance. And then when I went to Venice Jeslo, it was 373. This is the first year of this race. So again, they tend to offer a little bit of lower prices at the start just to get established demand, etc. Whereas the likes of 70.3 Mallorca always know they've got a field, always know they'll sell out. Jeslo has become very popular because it's a very fast course. And by the way, if you're looking for reviews of these courses, check out the comments below. I'll add them there. So that was an 8% decrease, but again, likely due to it was a new entrant into the market, and I was trying to attract lots of new 70.3 wannabes. 70.3 Duisburg, I raced in the same year. Actually, it was same price, which is great. Duisburg is a lovely little course, great bike course. They've changed the swim since I've done it, but it is a very nice course in Germany, very well run. Well done, Germans. Um, so that's a 0% increase. And finally, I'm back to racing. Was it 70.3 next year? Took a year off to do the Tour de France route, but now it is gone up to a staggering 533 euros. Which, if you look at it and compare it to Duisburg and Oslo, when in 2024, that's a jump of 43%. So, um, the prices in general are going up. Races, despite this, are selling out. For example, New York is sold out. Luxembourg, I don't think so. Venice is sold out. Valencia is definitely sold out. Duisburg, I think, still is taking entries, but most of these races are selling out within a couple of weeks. So demand, yes, the prices are going up, but the demand is still there. So, what are my thoughts on this now? Some just generic observations and so a little bit of thought on it. Oh, by the way, if you average out the price increase year on year, that was over the 9 years. That looks like, sorry, an 8% increase. But again, if you're to do a cumulative inflationary impact on the value of money, the prices over the year would have increased by 20% or so. So what does this mean? Oh, by the way, before we go in there, I hope you're enjoying the video. I do lots of race reviews, triathlon and Ironman and 70.3 tips. So make sure you subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you thought this is interesting, and then I'll do more of this content for you guys. But to the kind of observation thoughts wrap up. Again, hands up. It's only Europe, but again, if you're North American or if from Asia, etc., or anywhere else in the world, South America, let us know what the trend you're seeing in branded 70.3 or full distance races. Really keen to hear in the comments. Overall, the price increases are, yes, on an upward trend, but within a line with just like the cumulative inflation, which I kind of worked out was roughly around 20%. Um, Ironman has offered in some price innovations over this, Flex 90, etc., where you do get a chance to, if you have to pull out, you get a percentage back. They didn't used to have that. Um, they have it was a payment process as well. It was a partial payment where you can do payment plans. Not offered everywhere, but there are there. So they're doing their best to make it as easy for you to either pay, sign up, or if you have to pull out, get something back. They're still not great at transfers. Let's be very hands up on that. Ironman don't do transfers, and if someone offers you a transfer for a race that's sold out you're looking for, they're trying to scam you, run a mile. Um, More concerning though, as in the price hikes, and I've seen this with the Ironman distance race as well. They're steep in the last 2 years. Like there was an average increase of 17% in the last 2 years in iron distance race. And as you saw, like the price has jumped to 533 for Valencia, and it's sold out. People moan about it, but we sell out. So are Ironman fleecing us? Not Not previously, historically, actually, no. They've been mainly in line with inflation, and also you have to think about that they had to negotiate the bump of COVID. They went through a little bit of a competitive battle with T100, which they seem to have won, by the way. T100's in an awful mess, and they're not really pulling much to the party. Challenge races aren't, there's not that many of them, although they do run a good race. But the Ironman brand is so strong. And I think now that they've settled down and there's a bit with the CEO and that new leadership, they're looking at prices and they're trying to increase and squeeze the absolute out of what they can out of the market. And we're all happy to pay the prices. I didn't flinch paying 530 euros for Valencia. I'm quite excited about it. But as I said, is it going to get to a tipping point? Is it going to a point where people will just go for domestic races? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I'm still very much addicted to this sport. But even it will get to the point where you're sort of going a local domestic race, same distance, same sort of run, the same competition against I'm competing against, and it's half the price. Do I really want that M dot? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Hopefully that was useful. And as again, say like and subscribe if you want other content, or and again, just let us know what you think in the comments. Am I talking shite? Sometimes I do.